Hello traders, welcome back, and in this video I'm going to do technical analysis of futures market. Now considering the government shutdown that is going on, we might see some impact when market opens on Monday because the deadline of the government shutdown resolution is by tonight, and if they resolve the situation then we'll probably see a push in a stock market. If not, we will see a significant downturn. But market is in such a condition where you can almost predict like where it wants to go, where it can bounce back or get a rejection. Before jumping into the technical analysis, let's take a look at the US economical calendar. On Monday, we have ISM manufacturing report. On Tuesday, we have a job openings and followed by the factory orders and ADP employment on Wednesday. All these events may not impact market that much. But on Thursday, we have initial jobless claim, and on Friday, we have the unemployment report. So these are the two reports on 2 consecutive days we need to pay attention to because this can move a stock market a little bit more. Now, jumping into the futures analysis, let's start with the NASDAQ. For the NASDAQ, I drew this megaphone formation line a couple of weeks ago. The market has followed that formation pretty nicely. Now, when it comes to what's going to happen next that's what we need to see here. There are two liquidity zones, liquidity zone B and liquidity zone A. At this price point where it is at right now, this liquidity zone is a very thin one. If you look at the previous data points, you may assume that it's going to stop over here, but there is nothing much to stop until it hits to 13,987 or probably 14,000 level. Let's say government resolve this shutdown situation that it can bounce back probably up to 15,200 level or so along this range, or in a positive scenario it may reach to this trend line which is at around 15,574, where it can reach to this liquidity zone A and probably get a rejection coming back down to 15,000 level. If that doesn't happen, if this situation is not resolved by the end of the day or by the end of this weekend, then probably it will reach to this liquidity zone over in this zone for a while and break down even further, retesting the lower trend line of this megaphone formation. At that scenario, it might try to grab liquidity from this area which comes around 13,200 level. If it drops, like if it can hold within this liquidity zone and bounce back again towards the upside or stay within this zone for a while before turning up again. Now moving back to S&P 500, chart looks pretty much similar, same megaphone formation over here. The only difference is like this downtrend is pretty significant and defined over here compared to the NASDAQ. Now if you draw this fib extension from this point to this point, you can see this golden pocket zone is between 44.56 to 44.65, and if we get a bounce back from this liquidity zone around 42.30, then it might try to reach to this zone, but before that it has this resistance over here. And let's say if it reached to this level, and if you adjust this fib retracement over a projected downturn, you can find that it comes somewhere around this point, around 44.20 or 44.30, within this region where it can grab more liquidity and push the price down. So these are the two scenarios that are drawn over here. These are the hypothetical situation, but probably it will play out something like this over the next week because there are so many important economical factors that are involved that can give either of this scenario. Moving on to dollar, I was not expecting dollar to push this high. I was expecting it to hold within this zone, resistance zone between 105.86 to 105 or somewhere close to 105 to 106. We breached above that. Now we are sitting at 106.17, and it looks like it is probably going to push a little bit higher because there is a resistance zone somewhere within this region from 107 to 106.50, and if it gets similar rejection, can hover within this zone for a while before either pushing up or down, depends on how everything plays out by the end of the next week. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in next week. Bye and have a good weekend. Thank you.